Welcome into SportsEdge.com. My name is Kels and this is Jose Candelario, and we're going to be talking some fantasy football with you right here on Sports Edge. And Jose, I know you have some unconventional plays this week, maybe for some fans out there. What do you got going on?
I got something cooking up really good. I mean, if we were talking about people that you have in your bye week or something, for instance, if you're in your bye week, there's some people out there. Mike Brown. Okay, for the Jacksonville Jaguars, I really like him. He's doing very well, had 120 yards in the last game. He's picking it up. Now with Justin Blackman coming back and also Cecil Shorts, both coming back from injury and doing very well. I can just see it happening for him also on that thing. Also Beasley, he's on the waiver wire right now and he's playing slot.
So interesting pickup right there.
Yeah, he's playing slot with Tony Romo. It's going to be a good game against Detroit. That ball's going to get tossed around a lot. So look for him to catch because he's filling in for the injured Miles Austin, who is now going to be sitting down.
And Tom Brady, you would think now with Gronkowski coming back, you think he'd be a good play, but you say no.
I say no to Tom Brady. I'm so sorry right now because Tom Brady, even though he's going to be doing it by the end of the year, right now there are just too many things that are not in place for him, especially the defense, and everyone still has to gel on offense. So you're missing Wolfork and Javon Mayo for those who are playing defensive leagues. Sorry for those two losses because they are tremendous players. Now you can put a lot of the onus on the offense. They have to gel. Give them a couple more weeks.
Now we got the bye week coming up. My team's suffering right now because I got Phillip Rivers at quarterback. Got a couple guys, Martellus Bennett, all on buys. I don't know what to do. Should I drop some of my good players? Should I drop them and leave them on the waiver wire where someone else can pick them up? What do I do with the bye week?
And this is of those players, you don't want to put none of them on the waiver wire. You never want to do that. You always want to pick someone who is who's underachieving consistently for the past 3 weeks to put on the waiver wire.
3 weeks you go
Yeah,
by.
you go by that. I mean, if they have not been doing it for you, there's a good chance no one else is interested either. So that's the key to that. I mean, I personally did not want to put my Justin Tucker on the waiver wire. He's a kicker for Baltimore.
You don't want to put your kicker on the waiver wire.
He's averaging 10 plus better in all leagues. So come on now. You don't put a kicker down like that, and especially where there are other people who are just hungry for any kind of points, especially this time of the year where you have bye weeks and that. So I kept him, and I dropped, I think, I don't want to say.
You don't want to say Obaniah from Cleveland?
Yes. I dropped Obaniah. Obaniah has been very good. I think he's a great pickup if you want to pick him up. So is Peyton Hillis. If those are two good pickups, especially in PPR, they're going to catch at least 5 balls and get you 50 yards. That's 10 points right there.
It's a tough name to say. I wouldn't want to say it either. There's some other guys, though, that I thought was an interesting strategy at the beginning of the year where you pick up some injured players who might be able to help you out in the later weeks.
Same thing is going to happen from here on out. I've drafted Le'Veon Bell early on, and I held on to him. And the past 2 weeks, he's done wonderful, 10-plus points for me. So I'm very happy for keeping Le'Veon on my team. I mean, when someone says a lot about them, especially out of Pittsburgh, about a running back, you pick him up. He's a rookie. He was injured. Now he's paying dividends. But there's on the wire out there, there's people like Percy Harvin because he's still injured, you know. So, and then there are people who are suspended right now, like Kellen Winslow.
Very true.
Okay, so you got a couple of guys who are injured. San Antonio Holmes, who's injured. So these guys later in the year when they're just playing and they're loose and they're going to put up some good points.
Could be big factors later on for your team.
But right now, Cumberland is a factor.
Cumberland?
Cumberland for the Jets tight end.
Interesting.
He is a beast. He's a big man. Let me tell you, if you got any of the 4 for Detroit right now, Detroit offense right now, if you're talking about wide receivers and the 2 tight ends, Joseph and Brandon Pettigrew, all above 6'5".
That's a big team.
That's a big offensive unit right there.
Those are some big men. So you look at injuries now also from players that are injured that you're not concerned about. I know one is Doug Martin from Tampa Bay. A lot of people might say he's injured, he's done, they're 0-7, they don't want to bring him back. Drop him, but you think differently. I
think they're going to bring him back for the last 2 games or 3 just to make sure that his wheels are running, that he still gets in touch with the offense, and they go against some kind of rhythm. He's a fairly young player, so it's not like they're going to put too many miles on him. Now, is he a definite start? He is not a start for the rest of the season. I am sorry about that. Who is a definite start coming back from a hammy is Justin Blackman. I'm not worried about his hammy. He's coming back, and he's going to do well. Eddie Royal, who's out there, and people were like, oh, he put up great numbers and faded. He faded due to injuries. And I think that with the bye week, he's going to come back, and he knows that offense better than anyone else. They leaned on Keenan Allen, which is fine. I also drafted Keenan Allen. I dropped him. I panicked. I dropped him, but let me just put it this way.
Mistakes here.
I make mistakes. You know what? I dropped Keenan Allen. Someone else picked him up, and now what can I do?
What are you going to do? I'll tell you what, though, your picks, you still make Matthew Berry look like an idiot. That's all I'm going to say. If you want to make us look like an idiot, there's an NFL Pick'em contest.
Yes, there is. With the Sports Edge guys,
Exactly.
the Sports Edge team, you can compete against them and take them one-on-one right now against the Sports Haven Bar and Grill. Go up against Eric Dobratz, Dobie-Wan Kenobi, John Pearson, Noah Fins, and yourself, right?
Myself, yes, and Erica Wachter also, the on-the-scene girl.
Oh, so there's your chance at a big flat screen TV just in time for the Super Bowl. Go up against these guys.
Beautiful.
I would too. I'm not good at pick'em. I'm just a fantasy guy.
Well, I'm sure someone out there will obviously be able to take us down, as shouldn't be too hard to do. But thanks for watching this episode here on SportsEdge.com. For Jose, I'm Kels. Have a great one.